Hi, and welcome to the last part of our canvas, our mixed media canvas. And today we're going to do the finishing touches. First, I'm going to show you. We're going to stamp. And what I stamped was "Time for Me to Fly." And what I'm going to do is show you quickly what I did. I put a little bit of black paint on my cosmetic sponge. Took my letters, whatever letters you want. You can handwrite it. You can stamp it with different things. You can use distressed ink. You can do whatever you want with it. And let's lay that on there. Just finish. Push it down. I use paint, and you can. That doesn't really matter if it goes like that. Some of them are like that. Gives a little grungier look. Depends on how you want it. Maybe a little bit more paint. Okay. Okay. Put an exclamation. All right. And that, that's how easy that is. Okay. Now, while this dries, it'll only take a second. Since it's acrylic paint, we're going to glue this on. So I decided I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to take my glue stick. And you can tell I teared it. And I will show you once that's dry how I tore it, in case you don't know. And we'll just stick our glue all over it. We'll stick. I never like anything straight. So we'll just do time. Then we have 4. Make sure you get the ends. Put this way. And you have to hold it down a little bit. Probably you should have used a better glue that glue quicker. Okay. Me. Two. I want these big. I like the little peacock feather there, so. And let me show you. Let me just push these down. And this is the good thing with using the paint, because I'm going to use some distressed ink on it. And technically you should really wait probably a good 20 minutes before you put that on there until the glue dries, but we're on video and you'll get the drift. Now here's our fly. And all I did was just tore it. I like the torn look. You can make it more uniform if you want to make it straight. You know, cut it. You can use decorative scissors. You can do whatever you want. And you can see it's still wet. How do you like that? Anyway, we'll cover that up. That's what happens. I wanted to show you how to stamp it, so they'll be covered up with the distressed ink. Otherwise, it just looks a little grungy. That's what happens. Mistakes happen. And then we'll put him right here. Let me hold that down for a minute. I also have, while that does dry, a clock, which I cut out a die cut from Tim Holtz, a die cut machine. It's called the Tada clock. You can use whatever you want. You can use a you know, rub on, cut one out yourself, whatever you want. Just put your glue on there like that. Turn it over. Put that big chunk of glue over here. Say too much glue, too little glue. But that's okay, because I can use that for the hands. With the extra glue, I'm just gonna stick it on like that. And you could put it on whatever way you want. We'll put it going on this way from the middle and this way from here. And just stick it on. Okay, so we got it stuck on. And we're going to put a gem in the middle. And I chose to use one of the pink gems. These I got at AC Moore for $1, so these are pretty cool. And I'm just going to take one of these off, stick it in the middle. Now I have glue on my hand, so it's hard to stick. There we go. Let me lift this up here. There we go. All right, now we'll just put the clock like that. A little bit more glue. Should have used my other glue. I hate when my gut says, grab the other glue, and I never do. So, there goes the other one. And let's push this down. I also have a little bird that I'm probably just going to stick right there. It's gold. So let's stick him on. Glue him. Like I said, this is just a generalization of how, you know, to do the different layers and to do a theme. Okay, now let's do our distressed blue ink. You can use one of these, which is the applicator, or you can use a cosmetic sponge. And you just dab it on, and you just start going all around. And it'll grasp onto the edges where the torn is and make it a little bit darker. You choose how dark you want it. If you like the lighter to it, I think that's great. And you see, using the paint, it doesn't, because some inks do smear unless you heat set them. Let's see, he wasn't glued down enough. Oh, I love it. I love when everything works out. Because because of the crappy glue. A little bit more glue. That's it. Next time I'm going with my gut and getting the glue I want. Now you stick there and don't move. I'm feeling he's going to come up too, so we'll stick him down there a little bit more. Again, you can go in circles. You can do it whatever way you want. Dang piece isn't staying down. I'd advise about a good 20 minutes of dry time. Okay. See, art isn't perfect. Not at all. But that's the gist of that. We have our little bird, and you can... He does have a little wing that matches. I do have... I don't know exactly what I did with it. Let's see. I do have a black wing, but I don't really want to put a black wing on him. That goes the right way. Because I cut it out the same way. However, I have that. And one of the last things I'm going to do is take a rub on. And let's see. Let's do this one. I'm going to cut it off the paper, as you can see. Okay, and I'll get that later. And we will put I think I'll put it right here. I really like it there. And you know how to do you just kind of stick it down and rub. And usually comes with a stick, but I think my dog's got it and chewed it. So that's not going to help me much. We're going to do like this. It's the fun thing about doing videos. You can't really kind of redo them. But it does show that everybody's human and mistakes happen. Things fall. Let's see how this is coming up. Come on, baby. There we go. Perfect. That thing's still not sticking, which is really getting on my nerves. But it has to completely dry, so let's get this put away. And basically, this is what we got. Let's see if I can, and I'll put a picture of it on. Let me see if I can get it set back just a little bit. There you go. And that's it. And then I would probably, I think what I might do is put glitter Mod Podge on it. Just to kind of give it, and it's glossy, so kind of give it that coat. And then